Hi. Now, every so often, I just have to release Angry Creaky. And today is one of those videos. How the hell is this helping climate change? On April 6, 2020, at the age of 99, Captain Tom Moore began to walk 100 lengths of his garden in aid of NHS charities, with the goal of raising £1,000 by his 100th birthday on the 30th of April. On the morning of his 100th birthday, the total raised by his walk had passed £30 million. And by the time the campaign closed at the end of that day, he'd raised over £32 million. Pretty cool, right? The guy's a legend and will go down in history as the good man he clearly was. So on what planet did this absolute scumbag think it would be a good idea to shit on the memory of this World War II veteran? And I mean that literally. Please subscribe.
Hi, my name is Maddie, I'm 21 and today I'm going to be pouring actual liquid human shit onto a Captain Tom memorial.
Just very quickly before I flip my lid and steam starts coming out of my ears, I just want to take a few seconds to remind you about Surfshark. All I really wanted to do was thank them for the amount of support they've given me over the last year and a half, and to remind you that if you click on the link at the top of the video description or visit surfshark.deals/blinder, you can spend as much time as you like surfing the internet, safe in the knowledge that there are no eyes peering into your personal stuff online. Honestly, if I didn't use it myself, I wouldn't suggest that you do. So click on the link and get 83% off and 3 months for free, and support companies like Surfshark that support smaller channels like mine and allow me to be able to make new content for you every week. So let's have a look at this douche canoe then, shall we? Who I am ashamed to say is also... she's Welsh.
If we believe that the NHS is important, if we believe in taking care of each other, if we believe that NHS workers are doing essential work, why are we forcing our healthcare system into collapse?
Now, there is no doubt that climate change is a huge problem worldwide. I don't think anyone would argue the fact, apart from the morons that think it isn't real, of course. But they could argue in a telephone box with no money. But anyway, this video isn't about climate change deniers, it's about Maddie Budd, a 21-year-old climate change protester and trainee doctor who thought for some unknown reason that most people will never be able to understand that it would be a good idea to pour human feces over a memorial to Sir Captain Tom Moore. Maddie says she was just standing up for the NHS and was campaigning to end the use of private jets in the UK. Yeah, I've got no idea either. But I had no idea that the use of private jets was causing the NHS so many issues. I can't see how the two are connected, but what do I know? But the Welsh medical student has since received a huge backlash. Well, that's truly shocking, isn't it? Following the incident, she said, people are going to say that Captain Sir Tom Moore is a hero. People are going to say that it's profoundly and obscenely disrespectful to his life and to the NHS that he stood up for. And I agree. So why did you do it then, you clown? She goes on to say, I was studying to become a doctor because I believe in taking care of people. Yeah, sure you do. If we believe that the NHS is important, if we believe in taking care of each other, if we believe that NHS workers are doing essential work, why are we forcing our healthcare system into collapse, she added. The government won't even end UK private jets. Every time one takes off, it pours a bucket of shit and blood onto everything that Captain Tom stood for. This is so confusing. I can see where you're coming from, kind of, if I dismiss everything that I think makes me a decent human being, but I have no idea how pouring liquid shit over a statue is gonna help.
People are going to say that he's a hero. People are going to say that this is profoundly, obscenely disrespectful to his life and the NHS that he stood up for. And I agree, I was studying to become a doctor. Was it because the little stunt you pulled got you kicked off your course? Or was it because you've abandoned your career in favour of this nonsense? Why are we forcing our civilization into collapse? Why is basically no one taking this genocide of all humanity seriously?
Genocide? You taking the piss? I don't disagree that private jets have an effect on the environment. All planes do. Ryanair's got a fleet of 271 planes. They all contribute to the climate and cause damage to it. And anyone who can be honest with themselves probably contributes as well. We all need to do better. but we aren't going out throwing buckets of shit all over the memory of a national hero. What about his family? Did you even stop for 1 second to think about how your actions may make Tom's family feel? Or did you, and you just don't care anyway because you're a vile human being? And why is it that these social warriors insist on using words like genocide? Do you even know what genocide is? Well, it's the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. I seriously doubt that anybody that does use a private jet is using them to deliberately kill off a race of people.
As the livable climate continues to collapse, that is what's going to happen because of running out of food, money, water, people to work, medicines. And meanwhile, mass death, mass disease, mass dying.
But what the actual does any of this have to do with private jets? Or, and stick with me here, are you just using this childish stunt to bring attention to an issue which only makes a tiny contribution to the climate change issue, which may or may not be an important factor, I know. And I mean the contribution private jets make to the issue. I don't know, and right now I don't care either. And that's because of you, Maddie, and people like you. Do you and your idiot eco-warrior friends not realise that stunts like this cause more harm to your cause than they do good? I always do my best to contribute as little as I possibly can to climate change, but when I see things like this happen, it just makes me want to do the exact opposite of what you stand for. This wasn't a protest. If you want to protest, go and stand outside an airport where these private jets land. All you've done by pouring shit everywhere is make yourself look, well, shit.
All of this is true, and the government won't even end UK private jets.
Oh, for Christ's sake, grow up, you petulant little child. Now, I'm no fan of the government either, but this has achieved nothing at all for you apart from making you famous for being a completely disrespectful arse clown. If it was me that was running the country and this had happened, then straight away I would have been like, oof, eyebrow girl, I was going to try and help you, but now you went all tree hugger on me, you can oof right off.
Every time one takes off, it pours a bucket of shit and blood onto everything that Captain Tom stood for.
Now, I'm hoping you're speaking metaphorically, but even if you were being literal, and I'm getting fed up of saying this, but what the hell does this have to do with Captain Tom Moore? It seems to me like you've just arbitrarily targeted the person that you and your eco-warrior pals know the British public holds dear. Because in your twisted little mind, you seem to think that defacing his memorial would help your cause. Oh, how wrong were you?
Climate collapse is the end of everything humans have worked for. All the safety and security that we take for granted, including modern medicine.
I agree, and probably thousands of other people do. But wouldn't you be better off trying to do something positive, like, I don't know, organising clean-up operations or offering to help set up new recycling centres? I don't know, but I bet there are hundreds, if not thousands of ways you could be more productive and do things that would actually help the climate change issue. Do you want to know my opinion on protesters like this? No? Well, tough titty, I'm going to tell you anyway. They do nothing to help the causes that they're fighting for because their actions just anger people. If you want to protest, like I said earlier, go and stand outside an airport with banners, lobby the government to implement changes, get your eyebrows plucked, anything that doesn't involve flinging shit all over the place.
To find out what to do in the face of this genocide, come to a Zoom meeting this Sunday at 7:30 p.m. or watch a 70-minute video. Both can be found on our website and ukprivatejets.co.uk.
Might need to calm down, I'm starting to get a bit out of breath. And anyway, a website. Shouldn't that be a webshite though? Yeah, webshite. See what I did there? But website would be more fitting. What a terrible page, by the way. Pity you didn't put as much effort into building your website as you did saving up liquid shit. And on the off chance that Maddie sees this video, first of all, oof you. Secondly, you're now unemployable. You probably need a tetanus shot. You are now undateable. Your family are ashamed. You face a lifetime of regret, and you destroyed any merit for your cause. Well done, you. So, what do you think? Was Maddie in the right, even in the tiniest way? Well, if you think yes, you may as well unsubscribe now, or at the very least stop watching my videos. There is nothing anyone can possibly say to justify anything this little trollop has done. She is a disgrace to Wales, she is a disgrace to the UK, and she is a disgrace to mankind, and I hope she gets what's coming to her. Because if this little turd isn't punished in some appropriate way, then I weep for mankind. Love you, bye.
Alright, watch this next. But before you do, make sure you subscribe. By order of the Creaky Blinder.